So this video is going to be pretty different. This isn't a why so controversial video. This is a hot take where I'm just trying to give you my thoughts on a situation, and there's not going to be a bunch of editing and sources and anything like that like the other two videos have been about. So what I wanted to talk about was this article from the New York Daily News. And the headline is Transgender Activist and Comedian Daphne Dorman referenced in Dave Chappelle's transphobic Netflix special commits suicide. What's wrong with this whole thing is that they're trying, one, to label Dave Chappelle's jokes as transphobic in his whole special. He told jokes about everyone: white people, black people, gay, lesbian, trans. He normalized it. He evened the playing field. Everybody was available for jokes. Nobody was special. Nobody was left out. And that's pretty normalizing, you know? It normalizes everybody. If you want to be seen as normal, you cannot be held above everybody else by being unable to be joked about. But they try and tie this to Dave Chappelle's Netflix special. This had nothing to do with Dave Chappelle. It had nothing to do with his Netflix special. This woman let her depression end up catching up to her, and she committed suicide this morning, and now they are disgustingly trying to slander her friend. But in this article, they even have where she says that she was laughing the hardest at these jokes. So it's not like the jokes from this drove her to kill herself and they were transphobic. No, transphobic is a made-up bullshit word that people hide behind. No, a phobia is an irrational fear, and whether people have good or bad reasons, whether to dislike or like trans people, it's not a phobia. What Dave Chappelle did was he told jokes that nobody was safe from, jokes that everybody had to feel uncomfortable, jokes that leveled the playing field. But clearly, she had no problem with this. She even stated in her own tweet, "Punching down requires to consider yourself superior to another group. Dave Chappelle doesn't consider him better in any way. He isn't punching up or punching down. He's punching lines. That's his job, and he's a master of his craft." So clearly, she enjoyed the special, or she at least doesn't feel like he was targeting trans people. This has absolutely nothing to do with Dave Chappelle, but they put him in the headlines to try and smear him. And unfortunately, people are going with it. People don't read articles, and they know that. People read headlines. They read headlines, they get outraged, and they share. It's sad because they took this story of a trans woman who was just so caught up with life that got to her that she took her own life. She feels like she failed people. And they had to spin it. They couldn't just write this story about a comedian who passed away. They had to spin it, make it more negative, target somebody, ruin somebody because they don't like them. And it's sad that the media does this constantly. We see it all the time. And it is absolutely appalling. These two were friends. She liked the jokes. Dave Chappelle had nothing to do with her passing away. They couldn't write a story just about this person. How demeaning is that, to be an activist, be transgender, be a comedian, all this, just to be upstaged by somebody that, you know, whoever's writing the article doesn't like because they have an agenda to push. You're a footnote. That's absolutely appalling. They're using her for clicks. They don't care that she passed away. They saw this as an opportunity to attack somebody else, and it's absolutely fucked up. Now, I didn't know this person as a comedian, as an activist, or anything. I don't even remember her name being referenced in Dave Chappelle's jokes, but I did watch the special once. I'll probably go and watch it again after this just to, see what the jokes were. But these people were friends. Don't believe the headlines. Believe her own words. And just as I was going to end this, I got a reply on a tweet where I told people, that she actually laughed at the jokes. It's written in the article. And then they say that they actually read the article. "I know about giving a mask and not being mortified by transphobic comments out of the attempt to mainstream your dignity while you're actually dying inside." So this person's trying to state that just because they're transgender and they got offended, that means that this other individual who's transgender must have been offended. Her words are not her words. They are lies that she says just to try and protect herself while being mortified. That's absolutely asinine. And that's how these people think. And it is just so fucked up to say that because you think a certain way, that these people also have to think that certain way. It makes them and the author both scumbags, that they're trying to turn this around and trying to say that this person, no, they didn't think what they said. This person thinks what I'm saying they think. That is absolutely fucked up. And sorry that I get angry about this kind of stuff. I hate when people try and do this groupthink mentality. They think that they're somehow the arbiter of truth instead of the other person in their own words. Like I said, hot takes for a reason. This is me off the cuff, all warmed up. So if you see people out there, correct them. And if they say bullshit like this, then just call them out. Say that they're speaking for somebody else and saying that their own words don't mean a damn thing.